People come in all shapes and sizes, but when someone is a real-life giant, it's hard not to stop and stare. From larger-than-life genetics to pumping questionable substances into their body, these people all have one thing in common. Don't forget to like this video because these are the biggest people in the world. Half-Thor Julius Bjornsson. If you're a fan of Game of Thrones, chances are you will recognize this mountain of a man, Halfthor Julius Bjornsson. He wasn't always an actor either. Standing at 6 foot 9 inches, Bjornsson got his start as a basketball player, but had to retire after a knee injury. The Icelandic actor, with guidance from another strongman, spent 2 years bulking up and training to compete in the world's strongest man competition. After getting cast as the violent Gregor Clegane on Game of Thrones, Bjornsson still competes for the world's strongest man title and has even crushed a 1,000-year-old Viking legend log-carrying record. Denis Siplankov. Not only is Ukrainian arm wrestler Denis Siplankov larger than life, but his hands are so big they look like they are photoshopped. Denis started lifting weights at a young age, and when he started getting attention for his strength and large stature, he began to get involved in the Ukrainian arm wrestling scene. His wrists are an unusually large 9.5 inches in circumference, and his hands are the biggest and most densely muscled hands in the world. With 25-inch biceps that are unofficially the largest biceps in Russia, Denis is known as the Ukrainian Incredible Hulk. Robert Oberst. After trying his hand at a career in American football and being a bouncer at nightclubs, Robert Oberst found his calling by being a professional strongman. Oberst is a beast in strongman competitions, but has a soft side, and wears pink whenever he can to show support for his mother who battles with breast cancer. This real-life giant is 6 foot 8 inches and shockingly weighs over 400 pounds. He keeps a strict diet of eating 3.5 pounds of meat a day and stays away from cheese and dairy. Oberst is said to have found the perfect mixture of size, strength, and an even larger-than-life personality. Marcus Rule. Marcus Rule is a legend in the male bodybuilding world. He's been sculpting his insanely muscly body for nearly 4 decades, and it definitely shows. From his huge 58-inch chest to his 31-inch thighs, Rule puts your regular gym rats to shame. Though he's retired from competing in bodybuilding shows, he's still huge and often finds himself the subject of outrageous internet memes. When he isn't at the gym making everyone else insecure about their biceps, he's hosting seminars and helping people unlock the secrets of being a real-life bodybuilding monster. Arlindo de Souza. Not everyone can just work out and watch the muscles pile on, but that didn't stop Arlindo de Souza from dreaming. The bodybuilder who wasn't pleased with the size of his biceps chose to get injections of alcohol and oil to make them appear larger. He was soon addicted and was pumping so much alcohol and oil into his body that many people were concerned for his health. Others who have used this method of obtaining large muscles have either had to have their arms amputated or died in the process. Luckily, de Souza hasn't had any complications other than having biceps that are 29 inches in circumference and hard as a rock. Yao Ming. Yao Ming was once the tallest player in the NBA at a staggering 7.5 feet tall. He didn't have to do much to get attention growing up because he towers over everyone in his native country of China. His parents are both unusually tall for their country as well. His mother is 6 foot 3 inches and his father is 6 foot 7 inches. His parents were both players for the female and male Chinese national basketball teams, and because of this, officials in China placed them together in an attempt to breed a Chinese super athlete. That is where Yao Ming comes in. He was bred to prove to the rest of the world that China can compete with the West when it comes to height and athletics. Brian Shaw. It is said that there is no one bigger or stronger than American strongman Brian Shaw. At 6 foot 8 inches and over 400 pounds, we can see why. Shaw has taken home the title of World's Strongest Man 3 times in the past 5 years. He dedicates his life to training, and his impressive size means he has an even more impressive appetite. Depending on how hard he trains, Shah can eat up to 10,000 calories a day, including 1 gallon of milk, 4 pounds of grass-fed beef, and 6 to 8 meals per day. With all the eating, we are surprised he even has time to lift any weights. Sajjad Garibi. Known as Iranian Hercules, Sajjad Garibi